Welcome back, everybody. It's 2 days later. I got a choke cable. So, just a couple seconds ago for you guys, I went in the house that night. A couple nights ago, I grabbed my Steiner catalog, tractor parts catalog, and I went through that and I looked at choke cables. They had one that was the one that I was trying to use. That was a 47-inch cable, and I really liked it. I really wanted to use it because it said choke here on the choke knob. This one does not. The other one that they had was like 70-inch. I can't remember now. It was really long, cut to fit. That was fine, but it had a chrome handle. I thought, man, that looked. And I can't remember what the price was. So you know what? I'm gonna check Amazon out. So I went to Amazon. I picked up this 70-inch for $10, $11, and it was here yesterday, like next day service. So yesterday, the wife and I went to our school board meeting, got that taken care of. We got home. I figured, man, I'm gonna get home. I'm gonna eat a quick dinner, grab the camera, come out here, open the package up, and finish this video. By the time I got the camera out here and I went inside the shop to grab stuff, and I'm looking at the sun is already going down. So that didn't work. So I figured, okay, today I'm gonna go to work, come home, eat a quick dinner, make sure I come out here, have plenty of time. No, we have other plans. Rand wanted to go trap shooting practice for our FFA, so we went trap shooting. Holy cow. Our first round I got 10 hits. It's only my third time shooting, which I've actually started off good and started declining. So my first round I got 10 hits. She got 15. That is the most she's gotten in 3 years of doing this. Second round I got 12, so I didn't do much better, but at least I improved. Rand got 20. She hit 20. I don't know how to express how big a deal this is for us or for her, because her first year, freshman year, her first time out, she got 5 or 7, something like that, maybe 9. And it kind of stayed in that area through the year for FFA competition. I should work. I'm going to move you. How's that? Is that better? Can you see? Yeah, that's all right. I'll probably move you in a minute anyway. Anyhow, second round again, I got 12. She got 20. Oh wait, yeah, I already said that. You know what, I guess I can put the lock washer nut on this. So last year, I was talking about how she's done over the last few years. Last year, she got like basically 2 hits, 2 hits per round. That was it. It was depressing to go to. It was hard to watch your kid fail like that. I mean, she was still having fun, don't get me wrong, but that was tough. And then we went out here almost 2 weeks ago, and I can't remember what she got, 10 and 12 or something like that, or 9 and 12. Shoot, I didn't grab, oh, there it is. And then we go out today and she gets 15 and 20. From last year, going from 2s all year round in competition to 15 and 20. I mean, we're just practicing. It doesn't count for nothing, but certainly encouraging. Good grief. I was so happy for her. I was like, there's no way that I'm going to let my kid beat me. I wasn't focused. I couldn't do what I wanted to, and she whipped me good. So I was not happy for myself, but I was definitely happy for her. So, but of course, it's not competition. I mean, it's the same gun, same everything, just more people, which that won't bother her. It's just the fact that she can even repeat it. If she can, well, and we're supposed to, FFA is supposed to go out and practice on Saturday morning, or Saturday morning. I can't get an end wrench on that. I'm trying to use a socket and the old dirty pair of pliers. So, yeah, if she can repeat that this Saturday, that would be very encouraging. At least get close, of course. So, yeah, we're getting somewhere. Not easy. It'd be easier if I take the tank all the way off, but I think we got it. Okay, now we got to route it. It's got to sit in that one. Whew, man, I hit that dang battery again. I really need to just go grab one of the battery caps and take care of it that way. Although there's a hole here, so we'll run it through here. This is the front fuel tank bracket, which is attached to the hydraulic tank, if you didn't know. That should keep it from hitting. Now that won't hit the battery anymore. There's no way it can't just fall down. I could actually set the tank down now if I want to, except I need to figure out, am I going to go over or under the fuel line? I don't even know if you can see that now. Let's turn you that way. Let's bring you down a little ways. How's that? So I need to get to here, which we'll get rid of. That's the clamp, the baling wire. I kind of wanted to save the baling wire, leave it, because that's the way the farmer did it, but I don't have a spring for my choke. I'm tired of trying to jerry rig something up to hold that up. So I think it'd be better underneath the fuel line because I'm sitting right on top of it. So we'll go under. We'll try that. Let's see, we can run that through. There we go. There we go. Doesn't need to be tight. And I like that. Snow, I'll have to figure out how much stroke. It's going to stroke to there, so I need to cut the wire. The wire goes to the choke right here. So if that's all the way closed, I need to cut right about there. But I need to pull the choke cable out a ways to make sure I don't cut the cable, because you want the cable to be longer to clamp into the choke butterfly. And I don't want to Let go of that because I didn't bring my Sharpie out. There we go. Hopefully my wire cutters can do the job. There we go. Cut that off nicely. Now this is close enough. I have a little bit of slack. I can push it in or I can pull it back right to here if I need to. We'll tighten that clamp up so it's not sliding because I need to push the choke back. Here it comes right there. Okay. Now we need to loosen this screw. I believe that's what's left of baling wire. Let's take a look. Yeah. That or it's the old choke cable. Anyway, don't want to lose that in the grass because when I mow this, I end up feeding this to the cows. You don't want to feed your cows metal, that's for sure. Alright, so now we're going to go through that. There we go. I'm going to push the choke all the way in. Oh, I'm liking this. What did I do with the screwdriver? Let's make that permanent. We're going to tighten that down. I hope. Making sure that butterfly is slammed right up against the stop right there. That way you know that's wide open and you're not starving your engine of air, oxygen. There we go. Let's try that. Fully closed, fully open. Perfect. Alright. Now I need to cut some off. Yeah, I know I need air hose. But I only have one left and I don't know what I'm going to do because they don't make them anymore. I have an idea what I'm going to do, but I don't know for sure. Okay, I don't want it too long, so I'm going to cut it off here at the end of the carburetor. We're done. We are done. Next time I go to start it, which I don't think I have enough gas to do that. Oh. Also, I got a new starter button coming. Hopefully it's the same diameter as the button that's on the dash. That way I don't have to drill the hole out. I was looking also in the Steiner catalog, and they have one that's meant to fit a few Molines. Then I had the thought, well, maybe a different brand has, you know, same button as this thing. No, they have the same button for all the tractors for the most part. I mean, for just a spring-loaded push button on the dash. It would work on this. You just have to drill the hole out bigger and then put it together. So again, I looked at Amazon when I was looking up the choke cables, and I found a button that looked like the right size. So it's supposed to be here between tomorrow, Friday, because today's Thursday, the 9/11. Yeah, it's supposed to be here between the 12th and the 15th. I'm excited about that. So maybe by sometime next week, we can install the starter button on this, and then I will set the gas tank down and be done with this project for a while. As long as the fuel tank isn't plugged up. If it is, I'll just unhook the fuel line right here. I'll blast air through it like we did the G. Oh, you know what? I have another thought. Just wait here a minute. Yeah, I've got an idea. But first I need to get rid of my baling wire choke because I keep walking into it. So somehow get that untwisted. Or maybe I can just cut it there, straighten it out. Oh, there we go. There it fits. Yep. Drop the tool. Make sure I don't lose that. Again, like I said, I don't want this in the grass, feeding it to the cows. Not that I have any now, but maybe, or this spring for sure, I should have a, go to the auction and get some more. If you're not aware, we had a few beef, and the way it was working here, it just wasn't working for us. We have some acreage, but it's mostly trees, as you see in the background, and not a lot of grass. So it's really hard to raise beef all the way through. I don't do AI, or wasn't doing AI. I was just doing a bull and our cows, which we had 2 cows, and we got down to 1 cow, and then no cows, and 1 bull, and then a steer, and we just butchered them to this spring. Just the feed just is way too much for us. Okay, hey, let's keep talking, but I'm gonna get you up on top of the tractor. Anyway, cost of feeding animals, because you run out of grass after a short amount of time, after a few months. Then you got to feed the last part of spring, and what else? All summer, all fall, all winter. I mean, it was to a point where I was only getting to feed grass, eat pasture for maybe 2 months out of the year. So it just wasn't working out. So we butchered everything else, and try this route of going, maybe getting a couple head and feed them through for about 6 months, and then beef them out. What am I doing, you might be asking now? Well, I figure if there's rust in there, magnets will pick up rust. I'm not getting a lot of rust, so there's a little bit on the head of that thing, but shouldn't be enough to plug my tank up. Oh, just tore a hole in it. So maybe there's more on it than I think. No, it's a little cut. Don't count that, I wipe my hands. But all this over here, you just watch me do. There it looks like there's a little bit, but I don't know if that was from before or this. Hard telling. I'll have my air compressor fired up to blow it off and find out. So, what I'm really looking for is a lot of it, and I'm not finding it. So, I'm trying to get up here. Right about here is where the inlet is, or the outlet. If I can pass it. I think I just went over it. There's some really fine stuff in there, but you know what? There's a bigger chunk right there. No, they just moved it. I wonder if that's a trick that could be done. If you could find a way to get a magnet just to sit in the bottom of that tank without plugging your inlet, you know, like a cow magnet. Why not a cow magnet? Or any magnet. Maybe just, of course, if it fills up, and then what? You wouldn't be able to get it out easy. This cow magnet, at least in a tank like this where there's no baffle, maybe you could, that's going to be pretty strong too. You wouldn't be able to get it out easy. I'd almost want a magnet like this, but maybe on a string or something so you can sneak it underneath your fuel cap, and then when you take the cap off, you grab that and you pull your magnet out. You know, just to check it, especially on a tractor that sits a lot like this one has for 10 plus years. I have to think about that some more. Well, I'm not finding anything obvious with this, so guess I need to pick my stuff up. Well, that's it. Got all my tools put away. Well, they're sitting in a pile, so they're ready for the next project. You know, a few minutes ago I mentioned that it's 9/11. It's September 11th, 2001. If you're alive long enough, you know what that is. If they're teaching that in schools, you know what that is. Unfortunately, I think it's being overshadowed this year. I didn't think about 9/11 until, I don't know, I didn't really think about it till sometime today. Late this morning, this afternoon, and I realized, if you don't know Charlie Kirk, he's a well-known speaker. Whether you align with his beliefs or not, that's not what I'm talking about. But the fact that he was shot and killed yesterday on the 10th of September 2025 at a university in, was it Utah? So, shot and killed. Leaves behind a wife and 2 kids, very young. I think they're both under the age of 5. It's just, not everybody knows who this person is, and that's fine. If you're interested, look up Charlie Kirk. He would go to college campuses and he would challenge anybody, but he's really talking to college students a lot from what I saw. And overall, what I got out of what he would talk about is, without political sides, what I got out of it was, and I believe this, is the lack of communication between 2 people, or 2 groups of people, or the whole nation, whatever it is. There's a lack of communication, a breakdown in communication where nobody's talking to each other. They're divisive. This is what this one group believes, and that's what this group believes, and that's it. That's the worst thing that can happen, is no communication. People have got to talk. Anyway, that's what I got from Charlie Kirk. Anyway, again, 9/11 I think is hugely overshadowed by his death yesterday. He was not in political office. But again, he would challenge a lot of students, anybody, but a lot of students, college students, you know, in their beliefs. Talk to them, tell them his beliefs. A lot of people got real angry because they didn't like what he was saying. And is it possible he got shot for freedom of speech, shot and killed for his freedom of speech? So anyway, 9/11, you're not forgotten. Not that I'm watching TV. I've been on my phone today, but not looking at Facebook or any news outlets for 9/11. I saw a lot of stuff for Charlie Kirk, but I didn't see much. I didn't see anything for 9/11, which I'm surprised, kind of, because of yesterday's murder, assassination, I guess. Anyway, enough of that. We are done with this for now. Until that starter button shows up, hopefully over the weekend. Let's see what else. This weekend, September 13th and 14th. 13, 14? And I have to look that up. Yes, September 13th and 14th, I'll be at our last tractor pull of the year up at Berthson Park in Linden, Washington with the Puget Sound Antique Tractor and Machinery Association. If you're in the area, you want to travel, well, it'll be too late because I'm going to release this Saturday morning. But anyway, that's what I'm doing this weekend. I'm going to go tractor pull. So there'll be 2 days of tractor pull videos coming soon. Then we have a week off, and then a lot of us will be headed to the Northwest Fall Nationals in Moses Lake. If I can find a link to put in the description, I'll do that for this video and whatever videos coming up before that pull. If you're in the Oregon area, there's a pull down at Tangent. Can't remember if that's a county fair, but they're also having a combine demolition derby. I've yet to see that. I'd like to see one of those. I know they do them in Eastern Washington. They do them, well, now I know they do it in Tangent, Oregon. Where else? There's somewhere else. I think it's in Oregon that they do combine demolition derbies. Anyway, I think that's it. I'm calling it. Sun's going down. I know there's still light out, but not going to be for long. So pretty soon, if I don't get my projects done that are supposed to get put away for the winter, I'm going to have to pull them up to the shop. I'm going to have to, well, I've got space in the shop. I could drag it in the shop and work on it and still have some light. Oh, I need to get gas. All my gas cans are empty. Shoot, I need to do that for this weekend so we can run a generator at the pole. Good thing I'm talking to you guys out loud, you know, so I can hear myself say it. I need to buy gas and get gas cans filled up. All right, I think that's it. Keep looking at my hand, keep looking at the tractor, keep looking at you. I'm trying to think of things that I want to say before we end the video, but I think that's it. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.